Hey there everyone, White Quantum here, coming at you with unfortunately, a restart of the Fallout 4 Delirium survival mode playthrough. I just had too many episodes in which I either only had partial footage or the footage got corrupted, in which I was so far ahead that it would not have been fair to you guys nor to myself to keep playing and try to recap what had happened, because we had done the other half of Semper Invicta. We had actually gotten to Diamond City, died, respawned, gotten partway to Diamond City, saved, died, gone back to Diamond City, still saved and died. Or still died, went back to the save, tried to clear Wreck of the Riptide, failed multiple times and died, made it to Diamond City, saved after getting the quest for rescuing Valentine. So we were so far ahead at that point that it would not have been fair to you guys. So instead, we're going to start over, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently in this case, where we're going an intelligence-heavy build, intending to go for initially a lot of primarily going for laser weapons and the syringer, so that we can use the syringer to help pick off enemies or make enemies mad or whatnot. Basically have all the effects of that available to us.
War never changes.
As you guys saw,
tonight, hun.
You think?
Scrounger is going to be quite helpful to us
now
because
get ready
of that.
And stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
So we are going to be doing that. We are also going to still be doing the same kind of thing, though. We're going to be going for the
Did you get
Brotherhood
a yesterday?
Playthrough. We're going to be siding with them. In fact, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. We're going to go to Cambridge. First we're going to go to Concord, fight the Raiders. Then we're going to go to Cambridge. We're going to reach Cambridge and discover the police station. Then we are going to go from there, basically. As always, Start Me Up Redux allows you to create a custom character if you want to. All mods I have will be linked down in the description box. For those who are new, Start Me Up Redux is an alternate start mod. It's a fast start mod, but it's also an alternate start mod. So you can start like I am, where I'm about to fall out of my vault pod here. You can start at the very beginning of the game, pre-war, and play through everything. You can even skip just the pre-war scene to instead watch through the Kellogg scene. You can even create a custom character so you start somewhere else if you don't want to. Obviously we're not doing that because we like the entirety of the game, and there's a lot of stuff in the vault to explain. But and because I don't want to sit through the Kellogg scene after playing this game multiple times.
I promise.
So we are going to name him Ryan. So we're not going to do what I normally do, which is set all of my stats to 4. We're actually going to set intelligence to 5, because that will then allow me to, at level 2, which I'll get shortly after leaving the vault, be able to then put my extra point in intelligence and have 6. We're going to do agility at 4 and luck at 4, because Scrounger is a level 2, I believe. But there are plenty of good perks at level 4 that will give us that good. Because Charisma we can always increase throughout other things, and then don't have to really worry about that. If for some reason you wanted to choose a trait, you would use Enter Health History. I use things like Gifted, which gives you a +2 to all your special, but you gain experience at a 50% gain rate. There's Trigger Discipline or Fast Fire, which are both the reverse of each other. both give you penalties. Faster firing gives you penalties to accuracy, but you shoot faster. And trigger discipline does the opposite. It gives you penalties to fire rate, but you're more accurate. So for that, it would be give or take. We're not doing any of that right now. We're doing just a vanilla build playthrough. But we open the main door with, well, the button that says open main door. The rest of that's just vanilla stuff that's lore. Just a heads up, if you're gonna use an alternate start or fast start mod, you have to, put it below, you have to put it below, Delirium in the load order. Now, we are here, so we are in survival mode, by the way, which means the game is, like, a gazillion times harder already. But it also means that, for example, saving isn't automatic. There's very few auto-saves. One of which is when you leave the vault, obviously.
Giant roaches?
Or, well, right when you're about to leave the vault, I should say. But you also have, so there's very few auto-saves. Normally, vanilla only allows you to save when you sleep. However, because Ravenfall, the guy who made the mod, has experienced the same bug I have, where the game will just crash on you when you're in the middle of sleeping, so it doesn't save. He has re-enabled the console, so you can save. That's really the only purpose of it. It's also helpful if you have the weird bug where on occasion cleansing the Commonwealth won't I was all the way over here. How did that hit me? But where it won't complete despite having killed the marked enemy. Usually this is because the enemy, said marked enemy, has moved out of its original, like, location. Is when that usually happens. And so it's useful then because there's a console command you can put in. It's set stage, BOS 40140, I believe. Set stage space BOS 401, all one word there, space 40, I believe. I'd have to look up the exact quest code. But that would be how you would do that if that bug ever happens. If it happens to me, I'll show it. Lucky Rabbit's Foot, no 10 mil. Instead, you have a Chinese officer pistol that's 38. This door's locked. There's a key in the vault. We'll come back for it later. These two dressers sometimes have stuff in them. I always check them anyway. That's a guaranteed placement. That's a guaranteed spawn. Sometimes there's stuff in here, not always. It's not a guarantee. Open the open the door with this. There's lore here all over the place. In that other room, you saw me eject the holotape. That counts as one of the, Robco Fun magazines, so if you, want to collect every magazine, that would be how you do it. Come on, there we go. You need to eject that one too. So, yeah. Thankfully, though, if you ever miss it, or forget, like I did for so long, you can always come back. Open that, and we're here. Shoot that one, come over here, shoot that one, there we go. Come over here, this is a guarantee. The 38 rounds here are guaranteed, the Voltec lab code is not. I believe that increases in intelligence, we will have to see in just a second. Don't click when the whole Pip-Boy animation is going on. You will bug it out. This goes for at any point in the game. You will bug it out if you do that. While we're in the Pip-Boy, I'm going to re-hotkey things because for some reason instead of going 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. Bethesda thinks you want 3 and 4 as your hotkeys. So we're going to change that to 1. And this is going to be 2. And then we're going to trigger that. And then, let's see. Voltec Lab Coat. Yes, that increases intelligence by 2. Really, though, that doesn't have any bearing. Honestly. Because all that does is increase the relative stat. It doesn't actually, like, give you extra levels when picking perks, which, I mean, probably is a fair point, because that would be like, yeah. So, when you're looking at your stats in the Pip-Boy, okay, your special stats, you have these. See, it's 4, 4, 4, 3, 5, 4, 7, which is actually a 4. But because of the Lucky Rabbit's Foot, it's a, even though it doesn't say it, and it should, it gives you a +3 to luck. So, but, if you look at the perk chart, luck is still showing as 4. Now, the reason for that is that it doesn't actually permanently update this, and it doesn't actually increase the special, as it increases your relative value of the stat. So technically, if you max out everything, you can get everything to a base of, I believe, 11, if you choose the bobbleheads at the right times, which you can't do until you have them at least at no more than 9. Can you pick any specific one and do a bobblehead on it, and it be bumped to 11. So, as we go through and we find the appropriate bobbleheads for these, we will increase them even more. So luck affects rare drops, things like Scrounger, obviously, recharge rates of critical hits and VATs. It also impacts how often you do critical hits, how often some of the other perks, such as Fortune Finder's Last Rank, where it will, where enemies can explode in a shower of caps and you kill them, where how often Bloody Mess goes off, how often you find the Mysterious Stranger, and this is on top of the bonus from the perk. So if you had Mysterious Stranger maxed out, right, which would be level 49, right, when he kills, the Mysterious Stranger appears more often than VATS. When he kills an opponent, there is a high chance critical meter gets filled. Well, that's already a high chance as it is. Then it will be even higher with a higher level luck, and then it will also he'll also appear more often. So that's always a good reason to increase luck. It will affect not really this one as much, but it will affect Critical Banker. So how often you get crits to save, it will affect that. It will affect how often Grim Reaper Sprint, 4-Leaf Clover, and Ricochet all go off. And it will affect some other perks here. It affects, it partially factors into things like Intimidation and Wasteland Whisper. So it partially factors into those. It doesn't factor in as often. It also factors into how often Idiot Savant goes off. Because, again, the higher your luck, the better. It says the lower your intelligence, because it's like for every point of luck, you then, I believe, subtract that from your intelligence. I believe it's something like that. It's basically for every point of intelligence, you lose a point of luck factored into that or something. It's some weird formula. So it's like, it's really weird. It also factors into one of these other non luck perks in which there's a chance of something else happening at some point. I believe it's one of these in which is it Rifleman? No. Oh, it's it affects not only how often Scrounger will go off and how much you find, but it also affects how often you gain ammo when firing the last round in your clip when you have the max level of Scrounger. So there's a lot that luck factors into behind the scenes that you're not seeing. So that's by itself without increasing anything else. That's how that works. Now, you can temporarily increase stats. For example, a lot of alcohols increase your strength and endurance, but decrease something like intelligence or charisma. Because of, well, yeah. So, this here with the invisible elevator, that's just a pre-Visibines issue. It has no impact on the game, as you will see in just a second. It actually does still work. See? It does still work. You can get on it and exit the vault and everything. I find it funny that when you look up there, you can see the surface, right? But then when you come out, which we will do here in a second, there's a sliding door that opens. Like, see here? There's that sliding door that opens, so you wouldn't be able to see the surface, which I find hilarious. But anyway. So, yeah. There's that. There is, so, the mod does add unique weapons for those who haven't seen any of the other videos. Ooh, Rataways, nice. So, the mod does add unique weapons. When I find them, I will cut away before and after, so that all you see is a screen where I pick it up. It's like the legendary loot screen, pretty much. But I will cut away just before and just after, so you can't just find it. Now, you can try to take the clues in the rest of the video immediately preceding and succeeding it, and try to find it that way. But there are also clues on the mod page, which I will, again, it links down in the description box, that will take it, and, well, that will take you and help you find them. So now I'm actually thinking to keep this video short. It will probably just be all of the shenanigans in Sanctuary here, because there's quite a bit that I need to set up. I need to set up room for multiple settlers. I need to loot this entire place. I need to loot a bunch of junk. So, yeah. I like to sometimes check the mailboxes, because sometimes they have good stuff. Then, take all this stuff, because it's all useful. Oop, I'm slow down. Store all my junk in there. One thing you do need to be careful with in this mod, well, in survival mode at all, but especially in Delirium, not leaving your empty bottles in the workbench, because then you will forget about them and you will use them when you need blast, and you'll be like, I have no bottles to get water with. So I'm going to now, we're going to come over here. I'm going to set up some more food. Now, obviously, this stuff won't grow without a settler to tend to it, but we can fix that later. Go. So once we get more food, I really want to get potatoes, mute fruit, corn, and I don't know why I accidentally hit caps lock there, and razor grain going, because razor grain can make noodle cups, which are one of the best food items in survival, and mute fruit, potatoes, and corn can make vegetable starch, which is used as adhesive. So that's always good. Also, if you happen to have extra food and water at one settlement, it will be put into your workbench, and then your, ooh, an empty bottle. I don't know why I said that, that's always in there. But your, then your, other settlements can use it if you have supply lines. Also, there is a journal mod that I use, I found actually from Ravenfall himself, that, you can type in, so, like, here you can see it, you have all this stuff here. New page, I'm just gonna put places to return to, and we will have here Vault 111. Get armory key and cryolator. There we go. So now, when we come in here, we can look and I can be like, okay, well, we've gotten some time, we've had some time to equip and sell stuff, and we have inventory space. Where do we want to go? And then we can just look in here. And that also, this also allows me to also kind of jot down ideas for other video segments. Like, okay, well, now that we've, for example, now the Pridwin's here, we can go, ooh, Impact. Yes, please. Ooh, bobby pins, or a bobby pin. Bobby pins have weight in this mod now, by the way. They weigh a pound each. The joke is that they're made of depleted uranium. I'm gonna put that in intelligence so that I can have 6 in there automatically. So that's free science. Level 2. Oh, this is the first blowfly house. That's right. So you actually get a really cool alternate mod or alternate dialogue option if you kill these ahead of time. By telling Codsworth, I already searched the town. Ooh, okay, we leveled up, so we're going to take science. Hopefully, we'll get at least 1 blowfly gland out of these. I'd like to get more than 1. Well, there's 1. Dog tags, 1 more hat, plastic pumpkin. So a lot of the clothing items I will probably end up just selling. I can scrap them down if I wanted to for like clothing blueprints, I think.
That's it.
Ooh, a lot of good stuff in there. Ooh, red X, yes, please. Toaster, bubblegum, bubblegum. Blowfly gland. Ooh, I got 3 blowfly glands. Hell yeah. Nuka-Cola, empty bottle, pork and beans. Don't mind if I do. I can come back and scrap a lot of this furniture later as I need it. Flip lighter, TV dinner tray, empty bottle, mine. Empty bottle, also mine. Grab the TV dinner tray. I'll take that even though it's heavy as crap. Duct tape and fuse, cash stash, blah, 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 blah. Caps stash. There's no medicine cabinet in here. I don't. Okay, yeah, you can. You just have to go through that one. 38 ammo, toothbrush, nothing in the desk. Combination wrench. That's good steel, even if that's all it gives. Nothing in there. I'll take that just to, I guess, do something with it. I mentioned blueprints a minute ago. You'll see what I mean here in a bit. I will explain that. Know that bunker's behind here. I want to actually... Okay, so I'm going to want to, all that. Okay, so it's root cellar. Okay, so... root cellar... high level safe and need lots of inventory room. I already know that because in Start Me Up, there's an option to start in there. So hold on. There's a wire going up into the house. I didn't see a terminal anywhere. Usually if there's a wire, that means... No. Usually wires mean that there's a terminal or something. Okay, no. But yeah, so 2 broken down houses. If you ever need a crap ton of steel in a hurry, cars and busted up houses here at Sanctuary, best thing to do. Shoot that one. I will shoot. Grab myself a stim pack, clear that up. Okay, well that's embarrassing. And now we see the benefit of saving, because we hadn't saved. Whoopsies. So I think with that we will actually end there.